Yes, ma'am. How you doing?
I'm blessed. Ooh, I'm trying to look remotely decent for you. I'm looking like a curl free. What is the
It's
Afro Glow commercial?
it's all right. You got the Afro. Look at my facial. I look like a light skinned James Harden right now, so it's all good.
It's one of them days. Me and my man been arguing all morning.
All morning.
Cause when you got something to do, it's like y'all really just can't get it together, and the
Yeah,
communication is just non-existent.
it's just off. Now you up here thinking, oh Lord, the brother that messed up my day, and
Thank you.
you trying to stay focused. You
But
like, come on, man, shoot. I'm
I've
making
been
sleep on the couch
watching
tonight.
a lot of these. What the heck? Oh, this isn't working, so I could take it off. A lot of these TV shows on Netflix,
Ye-
which are helping me our marriage while we're
yes,
sitting up here. Like the like we just finished one, Getting Married immediately on Netflix, or Getting Married in a Day. Forest. Love at first sight. He's like that. Love at first sight. You might as well come on in here
he
and we
he
could
he
just
got that.
talk about it
He
with
got
my
that very.
boy
He
in
got that very.
Youngstown.
He got
You
that
could be
Barry
our
White
little
voice.
marriage therapist for, the coronavirus.
Be the
But we learned
coronavirus
a lot of
therapist.
tips.
Yes. Well, for those of the people that just tuned in, ladies and gentlemen, this is the
Oh,
iconic, the legendary Paula Parker. Paula, how you doing?
I'm blessed, my love. How are you?
I'm
I
doing
know
good.
you. Are you just one of my Twitter followers that I know? But
I'm
I
one of
know
your
you.
I'm one of your IG followers.
Okay. Hi, Chris. It's great to
Hello.
see the face with the name, and you
Appreciate it.
know, that's nice.
Thank you for taking this time out. I know like you're a busy woman, you got a bunch of stuff to do, so we really appreciate it.
Oh, I appreciate you asking me. I don't really have a busy life right about now. I do. I am thankful that I am still able to work, because I do a lot of voice work,
Yes.
like yourself. So I do get an opportunity to still continue to earn during this time, but not like, of course, we would have.
Oh yeah, I know
You
that
know.
for a fact. Like I had some stuff lined up with some very big people,
Yeah.
including a co-star of yours on The Proud Family. I
Oh
will not.
wow.
I
Which
will not.
one?
I don't know if I should announce his name, but let's just say, all right, I'm gonna
Okay,
go ahead.
well, God willing, it's gonna
But
come through, boo. Don't worry
right, you
about
know what
it.
I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm excited for you, Youngstown.
I
Go
appreciate it.
Youngstown.
And you're
I
from
spent
Cleveland
time in
too, right?
Youngstown. Yes, I'm from Cleveland.
Nice. So like, what was it like growing up there and then like moving out to Hollywood?
Oh wow. Well, luckily I didn't jump from Cleveland to Hollywood. Like, I had some buffer towns in between, because that would have been really crazy. A little girl from Cleveland, Ohio, going to LA, I'd have gotten swallowed alive. So, one of the reasons why I always tell young people, and I even told Kobe, when he was alive,
Mm-hmm.
um, we were friends, and when he grad left high school. I'm sorry, guys. It takes me a second
Take your time.
sometimes.
It's all right.
When he graduated from high school, I talked to him, as an older person, not much older, but older, and I said to him, I really believe you should go to college, because college is a buffer. It's the intermediate place
Yes.
between being a child and being an adult. And going to college, or having some type of college experience, even because you can,
Yes.
is what our ancestors prayed for all of these years, for us to be able to get the education. You know, there aren't many um, full rides going around for Black people,
Not at all.
especially at Ivy Leagues and phenomenal colleges. So I just, I say that to say, I said that to him, you need to go to college, just because I don't want you to set a precedent of, just be one and done. Just go. You never know. you might, I'll do the Fab Four. Those four guys, remember the four
The
guys that were
Fab
so
Five,
great in
yeah.
college?
Yeah, it was the Fab
Kenny, the
Five.
Fab Five. Thanks. Yeah, he trying to be nice now. But when I was trying to log in, he was like, blah, 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 blah. Like, I know how to log in. But now he like, Fab Five. It's going to be nighttime soon, ain't it, y'all?
Brother gonna sleep on the couch after this interview is over with.
He would be so happy, don't you understand?
Oh
Play
man.
video games all night. Got
Just like, I'm
no
sick of this. I'm
punishment.
leaving. Like, forget this. I'm going to the couch. I'm playing my
Punishment is
video
get in the
games, and that's it.
bed.
Ah! But it's kind of cool to hear you have like that relationship with Kobe. What was it like the episode that he was on the Proud Family?
Oh gosh, that was such a long time ago. Um, I I mean, everybody came through. I'm blushing. Everybody came through the Brown family. Um, that I got to meet Samuel L. Jackson, doing the Proud
Yes.
family. Everybody. So when he came through, it was just cool. Kobe is Kobe. Kobe is Kobe. I don't even remember that. I don't know if I even went in. Like, there were people, I already knew Kobe, so I don't recall, but I
Yes.
might have, but I can't say that I did. I don't remember. But there are certain people that I distinctly remember going in to meet, because when you're recording, the only people that really record together is myself and Tommy
Yes.
Davidson. And that's because they want the chemistry between the two of us. And, they want us to, I help balance Tommy, because
Yeah.
Tommy is so phenomenally gifted and so everywhere
Sure
that,
is.
I'm able to, I'm his, if he's Jerry Lewis, I guess I'm his Martin, his Dean Martin.
Yeah.
So we play well off of each other. And that all began from Woo. I worked with Tommy on Woo. And he wrote the scene, the chicken hole scene that Dave Chappelle and I did in Woo.
Yeah.
So Tommy and I have been tight since that chicken hole thing. And that chicken hole thing was, when Tommy wrote that, I was like, what is a chicken hole? Like, everybody else was. And he was like, yeah, you tell me what is a chicken hole. So he really stretched my creativity. And then when they went and made that chicken hole outfit,
Yeah.
and then had the nerve to make it cute, like it was remotely cute, I was like, and I don't know. It was just I got to work with Dave Chappelle,
Yeah.
who I knew was a legend at the time. But anyway, so I'm jumping all around.
It's
But
okay.
yes,
Jump around. This is what
so
makes my show unique.
the only people I went and watched record for Proud Family, I remember going to see, like I said, Samuel L. Jackson, because I really wanted to meet he and his wife, and I got to meet them. I went because I was friends with Master P already, but I wanted to meet his wife and
Yes.
Romeo, so I went. I remember going for my girl. She's a phenomenal, and I'm so bad with names, so it's not, like I'm always saying this because I got mad at Wendy Williams because
You're
she
not the
forgot
first person
my
either, but
name,
it's all right.
you
Yeah.
know. But it was different because me and Wendy were cool. I'm not gonna forget somebody's name that I'm tight with. And I go into it in detail on our podcast. You guys have to check out Forrest and I's podcast. It was called Morning Blunt with Us, but I'm a Disney mom now, so we're gonna change it to
Let's
Morning
say,
Sessions.
yeah, I don't think the Disney kids want to hear Trudy Proud hitting the blunt in the morning. Okay, I don't
I
think
know.
that'll be a
So
good
yeah,
idea.
I'm trying, but we are Disney Plus.
Yes.
And Disney and Trudy Proud has grown, and so has Kyla. You're looking at me like I don't know if they grown that much that
No.
she's gonna be hitting
I,
something
I mean, hey, I'm
on the
not hitting
YouTube.
no blunt on
But
Disney
it's
Plus.
legal, honey. Don't be judging because Youngstown can't do it. Don't be hating.
Let me tell you, Youngstown be blowing. Now I don't blow, but I know
Okay,
several
but
people in
is it
Youngstown that
legal in
do.
Ohio?
Oh, it's not legal, but people
Of
still
course
do it.
not. No, not our Bible Belt belt times. No, I have to get out. Get out. Understand?
Nah, I
Um,
don't blame you though. Yeah.
but it's a wonderful place to be raised. I'm a Cleveland girl, an Ohio chick, a Midwestern girl, and I definitely see the difference in the Midwestern girls. Like
Yes.
specifically, Cleveland girls are a lot. They're cool. You know, we get along with people.
Yes.
We just I just find that Midwestern girls, we have morals, you know.
Yes.
A lot of men marry Midwestern girls, you know, out here or wherever. So if you're a Midwestern girl, just know that you're cool as shit, you know,
Yeah.
in terms of, you know, comparisons. Um, we're the middle, you know, so we're Midwest. We're not so hard as the concrete roses on the East Coast, and we're not so going as the bright light babies in Hollywood. We're right there in the middle, and I find that it really helped me navigate Hollywood. You know,
Yes.
so to answer your original question, how was it going from Cleveland to Hollywood? I really didn't go from Cleveland to Hollywood. I went to college first, which is why
Yes.
I began to talk about Kobe, because I do believe going to college is necessary to transition from home with mom and dad to on your own. You need
Yes.
that in between, so that you are adjusted to real life situations. Because, you know, college is the first time I did anything. You know, first time speaking of weed, and I went to Howard. So, you know, that's
Historically
there.
black.
The first time, you know, I was on my own, accountable for my time, how I spent it. First time I was able to do it, y'all, without, you know, being scared. You know, you got to listen for the driveway. You know,
Yeah.
college is the first time you're able to be grown up and make, you know, be responsible for your grown up choices and decisions, and learn to balance your free time with your work time. So I always tell young people, I believe that college is necessary. So from college, I went to New York. So
Yes.
I went from Cleveland to DC to New York. Yeah, so it was cool. It
Yeah,
was a cool thing.
it definitely seemed like it. And like going back to like the statements that you made about, the Proud Family being on Disney Plus, like now that it is actually about to get rebooted, how did that whole thing even come about for you guys?
I mean, I don't know. It just happened. I woke up one day and there was an offer.
Yes.
And I don't know. It all just snowballed after that Vlad interview, I think. I don't know. I don't know.
Yes. Well, I mean, I'm
I don't
glad
know.
that it's coming back because that was a staple in a lot of our childhoods, especially mine, including, you on Friday. And does it ever get annoying when somebody asks you, can you recite the line, you ain't got a lie, Craig?
Never. It used to, yeah. But when you miss the water when the well runs dry. You
Mm-hmm.
know, like things, once my career, after I had my baby, and you know, if any of you have seen that reality show, that was such a scripted event. Uh, you will know that some of it, the script was written. Okay, season one was not scripted.
Yes.
They brought in the script writers after, but I believe season one was the most honest, and you know, the only time I truly enjoyed the process. But you know, I had some issues in Hollywood because I'm outspoken, and you know, I've never wanted to work to live. I want to live to work. Am I saying that right? You
You
understand what
are.
I'm saying? I want
Yes.
work to be able to afford me an abundant life. I don't
Yes.
want work to be my life. You know, there's so much more to this earth than Hollywood. And I've wanted to be an actress since I was 3 years old in Cleveland. And when I got here, it wasn't what I expected. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? You know, I want to act. It's in my soul. There's some people that are just put here to do certain things. And, you know, I'm thankful to God that I was given a I guess, a challenging desire, a burning in my heart, and the gift to match the yearning.
Yes.
But he didn't tell me about all the extra stuff, you know, that goes on with the dream.
Yeah.
And, you know, it became overwhelming. So a part of me did want to step back. And I always wanted to have a baby, you know, but I didn't want to have a baby with just anyone because I'm
Yeah.
a Midwestern girl. I have morals. I want to get married first, you know, and do it the proper way, the way that I was brought up to do it. You know, get married, have a baby. That's how it's supposed to be. And the men I was dating were all men with money, and men with money aren't always the ones I was coming into contact with, weren't, you know, or the ones out here weren't what my soul was searching for.
Yes.
So when I found that, I had a baby. We got married. I had a baby, and I took time off. So it took a minute for me to get back into the industry. Whereas after I graduated from college, it took like 8 months, and I had booked my first job. You know, my
Yes.
first legitimate job. But after I had my baby, it was like I was starting all over from scratch. Like my whole catalog of work meant nothing. You know,
Yes.
like I'm thinking, okay, I can take a time out, have this baby. But it was really hard getting back into the industry. And, you know, I thank people like Sundance, you know, who played a huge part in getting me back motivated after having my child. I did experience postpartum, and I find that the women who experience postpartum are usually working women, women
Yes.
who had a life ambitions prior to getting pregnant. And I think we're combating those hormones that being pregnant and wanting to love and yearn for this new being that just came out of you
Yes.
with our desire to still manifest our dreams and our self, you know, it's self-preservation is
Yes.
basically because these hormones are kicking in, these maternal hormones are kicking in, and we're losing ourself. And we're like, hey, wait a minute, I love you, but I love me too. And it's a
Yeah.
battle. It's a straight up battle. So I'm just thankful that this opportunity came because God is just, you know, won't he do it?
All the way.
Because he knew that there was going to be a corona, you know, infiltration,
Yes.
deliberate infiltration, and that I was going to need to, you know, support
Yes.
my family. And if I ain't work no more, the fact that I'm working in this moment and able that this show came, it's just thank you, Jesus. It's a testimony
Yeah.
because, you know, I host a Bible study and I hope you guys, you know, come to Twitter at PJAI Parker because my Bible study, I find I do verse by verse. I've been doing it for maybe consistently, maybe 2 years. And it coincides with what's going on in the world, in my life. You know, I do it verse by verse. So I know I'm being led in the right direction, and I have faith and trust in that.
Yes.
And, you know, I know, you know, my grandmother was a preacher. It's something I would be interested in doing. I do believe it's something I will do, you know, later in life. I, you know,
Yes.
when I first came out here, Della Reese was one of my mentors. I was able,
The legend.
it's really, really weird because, excuse me, when I was a baby in Cleveland, Della Reese came to town and she saw my mother standing in front of a Macy's or a Higbee's back then. And, and she, um, and she grabbed me and she said, you know, what a pretty baby, you know, baby, and
Yeah.
hugged and kissed me. And my mom took a picture of it. So fast forward to when I first moved out here, I started going to her church. And Della Reese became a minister
Yes.
of the Unity Church, which is the church that I grew up in. But my mother grew up in Kojic Church of
Church of God
God
in
in
Christ.
Christ. So she was very strict. My grandmother was a very strict mom preacher. Sister Inez in Ravenna, Ohio.
Yes.
So and Akron. She lived in Akron, but we worshipped in Ravenna. So that was a trek. But anyway, anyway, so yeah. So yeah, it's something I definitely want to do. I do have a calling that I've been, digging deeper into. And I read the Bible once all the way through on my own. And the Bible study is genuinely for me, to make sure. Obviously, I didn't get to do it this morning. That's why I'm like, but it settles my mind.
Yes.
It I'm able, my morning devotional, I'm able to, I like to do it outside because I'm really into nature and the
Yes.
sun. And yeah. And it's just the one of my favorite parts of the day.
Yes.
And then my next is putting my baby to bed. Um well, not like that.
I know
Because,
what you meant. I know what you meant.
I do his hair and we say our prayers, and we get to really talk. He talks about what he wouldn't talk about earlier. Like he full-eyes him easier when he's asleep. Or most asleep. And then after he goes to sleep, and it's just me and Dad. So those are my 3 favorite times of the day.
You have those 3 favorite times of the day, and actually, I want to say it was last week you reunited with the cast of Friday on Zoom. How did that go for you?
It was cool. I love my cast of Friday. Like
Yes.
if it wasn't for them, I thank God for Friday. Like that was my favorite movie growing up. But I really do. Like that it was just my first experience. And I think it
Yes.
spoiled me because but I was lucky, like I said, because I got to see the stuffy fancy pants way of doing it and the Friday way of doing it at the same. Are you there?
Yes.
Okay. You disappeared for a
I
minute.
love, yeah,
Oh, where'd you
I'm
go?
dead.
Where'd
Trust
you
me.
go?
I am here.
But
I
that
am
was
here.
because I did Friday and Tales from the Hood at the same time.
Yeah,
So
you did.
right. So Friday was my first experience with a movie with young people. We doing it ourselves. And it really felt like I'm a historian, a film historian. All film. I just love old films. And it felt like something like one of those Mickey Rooney, movies with Judy Garland. Come on, Mickey, let's put on a show. Okay, Judy. Like the kids, took over the barn.
I'm trying to keep a straight face, but that was
and,
silly.
and won. Like it was like, and it won. So
Yeah.
that 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 was like it was great.
From there, you would continue to do so much, from the Proud Family to Hustle and Flow, and now you're on a
Well,
brand
honey,
new.
proud family. That I've been in this over 25 years.
Yeah, like
It's
I got
coming up
first hit to
on.
you. You know what I'm saying? Like I got hit to you when you was on the Wayne's Brothers and you played the character Monique.
Yes. Okay. So you missed Apollo Comedy Hour, homie.
Well, I'm only
Homie.
25. I'm only
Oh
25.
my
So, you know what I'm saying?
God. I love.
It's a
See,
lot that I'm
you got
learning.
me with all that facious hairs. All them
Yeah, like
facial
it's
hairs.
yeah,
This.
see I
Oh,
don't know
cool,
how much
cool.
longer I'm going to keep all this facial cuz
So
I look
how
like horrible.
old were you when I was Monique with the golden string, little thing going over
I
here?
mean, like I said, I saw Friday for the first time when I was 5. So that was like 2000.
And that is so real because I swear to you, when Friday came out, there were a whole slew of little 5-year-olds, and their mothers would be like, "Okay, here, look at this, go, Shaniki, it's, you ain't got the lie, Craig. Where my baby
Yes.
mama? Where my damn
Yes.
dad? He ain't got the high, Craig. He ain't, you know, like they had them lines, baby, and they'd be like 5 and 3 and barely could talk." And the mom would be like, "Okay, go ahead, baby." She's like, "You know, allowing." And she couldn't even say mama and daddy, but she could say, "You ain't gonna lie." I was like, I love my people because they love me back. So
Yeah,
yeah,
like you
I
done a
get
lot
it.
for the culture.
You my
You know what I'm saying?
baby. I raised ya.
Literally, yeah, from like
Yeah,
Monique on the Wayne's Brothers to Trudy Proud
yeah.
on the Proud Family to Hustle and Flow, and now you're on another show. I think you guys just got renewed for season 2.
Oh yes. The UMC, and your girl got an Emmy, like an
Yeah.
Emmy, like they gave them to all of us because you know, yeah, I get nominated for something. Corona come, I go to get no kill. So that's why I got my little oh excuse me, let me hide my little bra strap. That's why I got my little glitters on now, y'all. I'm gonna say my thank you speech. But yeah, so your girl got the Emmys has a streaming category now, and I won.
Yes, you did.
I also
Congratulations.
won a Hopper Award. Yeah, guys, like, you know, I'm so thankful. I you know, you
and you're
never know. You never
and
know.
yeah, you never know it. And you're on Insecure as well.
I did an episode. I'm a
Yeah.
cameo. Yeah, I tried to stay, but you know, I ain't gonna trip. You know, my baby girl, that's her show. I was trying, y'all. I asked, I was trying, I was like, I'm staying. I'm coming back. I'm coming back. But I like that it keeps the audience guessing. And, you know, that's what I was trying to get the baby to understand that, you know, whether I go back or not, the goal is what you just asked. Are you coming back? You know,
Yes.
you want people to want me to come back. Whether I ever come back or not, there'll always be that, you know, question, is she coming back? So you never know.
Yes.
Maybe might come back. But I had
Well, speak
fun. I
well
enjoyed the experience. Meeting Issa was the bomb. She's a really, really hot chick.
Well, speaking about coming back, and I'm sure you all have been asked about this question a million and one times, but the passing of your co-star John Witherspoon, and he was actually a dear friend of yours. I'm pretty sure that put a damper in the potential plans for the last Friday. Having said all of that, are you guys still going to potentially do that, or there's just no way you can do it without John?
I don't think you could do it without John, but I don't think you could do Black Jesus without Charlie Murphy. But we
Yes.
did. And I thought it was a great season. And I was thankful that Charlie allowed me, because I'm such a huge believer in the other side and knowing that our ancestors are there, you know. And I know Charlie was like, okay, I tried to help you in life, but you know I can help you now, you know, because all of the people in the world that they could have brought in, you know, I was honored because Charlie was always kind to me and he was always really,
Yes.
really nice. And I know that it was a blessing that my brother kind of sanctioned and asked, you know, hey, come on, Jesus, real Black Jesus. So that being said, I do think that the show goes on, you know, and there are ways to memorialize Pops, you know. It
Yes.
could be about memorializing Pops. You know, his father passes away, and if it's the last Friday, it's time for him to become a man.
In the event that does happen, would you possibly like to see the return of Chris Tucker as well?
Hell yeah. wouldn't we? I mean, I would like to see a whole culmination of every single Friday there has ever been, from Lunel to Chris Epps and Chris Tucker. Come on
Yes.
now. Mike Epps. I'm sorry.
No, I know what you meant.
Mike
I know what
Epps.
you meant.
But you gotta correct me. You know, Mama be going through the pause. Men are pause when I
What?
walk into the room. Men are pause. Ooh, y'all, I'm hot.
Clearly,
I'm
I
so
can't
hot.
attest to that because I'm only 25 and I'm a guy. But I know some
But you know
people
your mama
that,
didn't mention the pause.
you know
The
what? I'm gonna do what Dave Chappelle did in the skit and plead the fifth and let you go ahead and keep talking.
Dave Chappelle is a mess. He just told a mess. Some things is, just you don't have to joke about. Some things ain't be funny. You just think to yourself. You ain't got to tell the world. Shit. Some things ain't supposed to be funny.
Yeah, well, this is definitely the most fun I've had. Before we get out of here,
Oh,
you.
you kept me on my time limit. I
No,
love
I'm not
you.
cutting you.
Even
I
though
mean,
I'm late.
it's
Go
all
ahead.
right. Look, black people always late to something. It's all right.
Well,
I
you
ain't got
know
no
what?
problem. It's all right.
Even
Things
if you at your
things
old
happen.
house doing it, how you gonna be late at your old house?
Hey, it could have been worse. You could have stood me up and not even came on.
Oh, never, homie. Never, my baby. I appreciate you for even
I
wanting
appreciate
to bring me in.
absolutely. Like the lately I've been talking to like a lot of people from the '90s, from Marcus Paulk to Jason
Oh,
Weaver
I
to
love the 90s. I'm
oh
not
yeah, and then of course
young, not
to the legend Sinbad, and all of you have been a part of such a iconic movement. How like okay, when you guys were making Friday and then making the Proud Family, did you really know like your career was gonna be as iconic as it's been?
Excuse me, my husband's blowing his nose real quick. Can y'all hear that? Okay. You done, honey?
This is by
Baby?
far the most
Okay.
fun I've
Not
had
now.
doing it. This is by
Oh,
far
did
the
I know?
most fun I've
Did I
had.
know,
This is
Chris?
fun.
Or I guess that is what I know you're trying to get at. But yes, did I know Friday was gonna be the hit that it was? Is that what you're asking me?
So
Cause
I'm asking, like, with the things that you've been doing, and you've had such a iconic career. Did you realize at the time it was going to be this iconic?
I knew God told me to act. And I knew I listened. And that's all I knew in my heart,
Yes.
is that I had a calling, and God put it on my heart and gave me a dream. When I was 3 years old, I kept having a reoccurring dream right after my father died. Um, that, and I might have been having it prior to his death, because on his deathbed, he woke up and told my mom, "Don't let me become an actress." He had an aneurysm, and he went into a coma in my arms. And I swear to you, came out of it, and she said the one of the things he told her was, "Don't let me become an actress."
Yes.
But when God has a plan, man has no say. So that being said, I kept having this reoccurring dream of being in a parade with Billy D. Williams, and I
Billy
thought
D,
that Billy D. Williams,
the light
because
skinned goat,
that's who raised me, Diana Ross.
the light skinned
She's
goat.
my hero. She and Paloma, Penny, the
Yeah.
original Penny, all from Good Times. Esther Roll, and I was blessed to be able to work with James Amos, who played Dad. That's
Yeah.
my generation of
Put the fear of God in everybody when he threw that chair, didn't he?
exactly. Damn, done. Now that's acting. If you ain't never said damn, 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 you ain't knowing what you missing. Have you said it before, Chris? Have you never
Nah,
done damn, damn, damn?
I've never done it.
Never. Well, okay,
I,
you're gonna have to do one with me right now, because I know you're
I
just a
tell you what,
baby. You ready?
I'm just a
So you
baby,
get
but
mad
getting
because
mad, right?
your man was just killed, and
Well, I
every
wait,
time you trying
pause.
to get ahead in
Pause.
life.
I don't have a man. I have a woman. Wait a minute. Can
Okay,
we like
wait a minute.
switch?
Okay, well, damn. Pretend you put your pieces in, I'll put my pieces in. Okay, just follow with me, Chris. Chris, okay? Just follow with me. Every time you trying to get ahead, your boy, he just got a scholarship to go paint pictures. And something happened with that. It fell through the wall, through the crack. Your daughter, she just married a basketball star. He done broke his damn leg. Every time you try to get out the ghetto, now your man is dead. You ain't supposed to be laughing, Chris.
You laughing too. It's bad
Oh,
enough I'm light skinned and my
more.
cheeks is red as all can be.
Okay, here we
Okay,
go.
this is bad for
Are
all
you
of us.
ready? Now, this
Not.
everybody watching.
This is why I'm convinced God didn't want me to be an actor. He knew I was too daggone silly.
Okay, everybody watching, because we can apply this to what's going on with us right now.
Pause. I gotta
3
give a
dams
shout out
right in a
to.
row.
Hold on. Wait. Hold on. I gotta give a shout out to my fiance. She's on here. Chanel.
Hi,
I hope you
got
watching
a good
this.
one. You got to keep her, baby. But we got 5 minutes. But
Okay.
Before we get out, we gonna do these dams, y'all. We gonna put everything we got into these dams. Okay? But you gotta do your hands like this. No, Chris. Did I say anything about this? You gotta wait. Each dam gets a this. Yes, down.
See, you just did it for me. There we go.
And the
Bow.
last one.
You got to shake it like the preacher be shaking the mics.
Y'all.
Well, anyway, this was definitely
get your damn going sometime, right?
Well, this was by far the most. This is by far the most fun I've had all week. I can't even ask anything else.
It even got me and my husband laughing. He came in here doing some damn. So
there you go. See, now he won't sleep on the couch tonight. There you go. The
Chris.
brother ain't got to sleep on the couch tonight. Real quick, if anybody wanted to connect with you.
But I sleep on the couch. I ain't playing them games, Sadie. Just say that pie.
If anybody,
I
can't get this last question done.
Ladies, just pray that you get there.
Well, before I sign off, if anybody wanted to connect,
you ain't got to pull out, y'all, because when you go through menopause, you ain't got. I'm not talking to you, Chris.
I ain't saying that,
ladies.
I was quiet.
So you're going to love it, ladies. When you get there, don't be scared.
If anybody wanted to connect with you outside of this, how can they do that?
Please connect with me. I am stir crazy, as you see, and a ball of silliness. Please connect with me at PJAI Parker across the board, Instagram and Twitter. That is my across the board. I'm not, what is it? TikToking. And it's so crazy because my husband, he was working for EA and he saw TikTok when it first came out at an EA convention. And it was like, it wasn't what it is now. And I was like, oh, that ain't gonna last, but I'm proud of them because, it was at the convention. So it was pretty cool, EA or TikTok. So no, I'm gonna check out TikTok and see what it's about, but it'll be PJAI Parker there too. If that's how they do it.
Yeah, I'm sure that is.
Thing, guys.
Well,
PJAI Parker.
Well, this was a lot of fun, Paula. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank everybody for watching this.
Thank you, Youngstown. I missed you guys. I love you guys. Stay in the house. I've been knitting, crocheting, painting by numbers, sewing. So just stay busy, stay safe, stay in the house.
Stay busy, stay safe. Thank you so much.
And all the dreams that you had and were too busy to focus on, do those things. Write whatever it is. A book, a memoir, start a diary, cook. If you always said you wanted to gourmet it, or prepare something fancy, do it now. Have fun. Let's have fun.
Or you can watch the Chris Gunther show. Thank y'all so much for watching. I appreciate you.
I love you, Chris.
Love you, Paula. Thank you so much.
Bye,
God bless. Thank y'all for watching.
Bye, Youngstown. Bye, Cleveland. Bye. How do I turn this off?
I got you. Don't worry.
Okay, thank you.